All right, before I start this video, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Lisa. I'm married. I have 4 children, ranging from 23 down to 8. Um, I have seizures. I've had them since I was a baby. I only had my first seizure when I was 6 months old, and I had another one when I was 1.5 to 2 years old. Then I haven't had another seizure until I was 23. I had been having a bunch of seizure related problems, but at the time I didn't know that they were seizure related. I was having a smell. I was getting sick every time I had that smell, and I was having that smell almost every day for 2 years probably. I went to lots of doctors who looked at me like I was insane and crazy, so I stopped going to doctors because I didn't want to sound like I was crazy. I'm telling them I have a smell, like a chemical smell, and it's making me sick. And at the time I lived in Florida, I spent hundreds of dollars and had radon testing done in my house because that was what every doctor said. Radon, you're breathing in radon and it's making you sick. It's a chemical like smell. You can't really smell it. They didn't understand, but it ended up being epilepsy. I was diagnosed at the age of 23. When I first started having the seizures at 23, I had them in my sleep. I would sometimes get that smell, um, but it never followed with a seizure that I was aware of. It might have, happened later. I fell asleep and then I had a seizure in my sleep, but it was always when I fell asleep that I would have the seizures. Now, in the past 2 years, I generally have my seizures as soon as I wake up, although they've happened any part of the day. So there's nothing that's off limits now. I never was afraid to drive before. Now I have to be cautious, but the last year, I would say at least a year and a half, I always get the smell before I have a seizure. Even sometimes I don't have a seizure when I get the smell, but I know, like if I'm driving and I have the smell, which it's only happened twice while driving, but I just instantly pull over. Thankfully, I never had a seizure those 2 times. It just was the smell. And I got really hot, and I think sometimes I can bring myself out of it because I was in my car and I just blasted the air conditioning in my face, and that made me feel better. I didn't even get sick that time, and usually I always get sick when I have the smells. So that's just a little background about me and my seizures. And sorry, I'm a mess. It's still the morning. I woke up and my face looks a little swollen after going through the seizures. So it is what it is. I did put a picture on my YouTube so you can see what I would normally look like because I don't always look this bad. Just letting you know. All right, signing out.